Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Ahmed and we are continuing this amazing journey of understanding vigilance and self examination by Al-Ghazali from his work The Revival of Religious Sciences. So I'm summarizing all of these chapters for you so that you can get the gist out of it and you don't have to go through all of the arguments and examples that Ghazali gives to prove a simple point. So we started off with prologue where we discussed that why we need to be vigilant and how it can save us on the day of judgment. Then we moved on to understanding the preconditions. What are the conditions that we need to agree upon? And the most important of them was that the soul of the man incites him to transgression. That's why we need to be vigilant. And then we try to understand what is vigilance and what are the types and degrees of vigilance. Then we understood what is self examination, why we need to do self examination. So the point was that you can be vigilant before or even during the act, but once you have done an act, there is no point to be vigilant. So then you need to do self examination. Both of these things, vigilance and self examinations, are part of monitoring the soul to understand what's going on inside. But once we know that the soul lapsed and due to our self examination we realize that the soul did a mistake, what we need to do is to discipline the soul. So this is the fifth chapter about disciplining the soul and how we can make it move in ahead in the spiritual journey towards divine perfection. So let's start with it. In this spiritual journey, one crucial aspect often emphasized by Ghazali is disciplining the soul for its lapses and inclinations towards sin. Despite diligent self examination, the human soul remains susceptible to temptation and may fall short in fulfilling its duties towards God. This realization necessitates a proactive approach in not just monitoring but also punishing the soul for its misstep to safeguard against spiritual decline. The fundamental idea behind punishing the soul is to counteract its tendencies towards sin and negligence. When the soul indulges in wrongful desires or actions, it becomes imperative to impose measures that recalibrate its orientation towards righteousness. This concept is derived from the understanding that leaving the soul unchecked can lead to spiritual and habitual sinning, making it increasingly difficult to revert to a path of obedience and devotion. Ghazali emphasizes, indeed, he must punish it, underscoring the necessity of this spiritual discipline. The discipline of the soul can take various forms, tailored to address specific transgressions. For instance, if one indulges in overeating due to soul's appetite, fasting can serve as a corrective measure. Similarly, if one's gaze wanders towards inappropriate sights, restraining from such visuals act as a form of punishment and reformation. These practices reflect a broader principle of denying the soul its desires as a mean of purification and spiritual growth. The practice of disciplining the soul serves multiple spiritual objectives. It acts as a deterrent against future transgressions, fosters a deeper sense of self awareness, and strengthens one's resolve to live in accordance with divine commands. Moreover, this process of self correction and penance is viewed favorably by God, as it reflects the believer's sincere repentance and desire to mend their ways. Ghazali highlights the transformative potential of soul discipline through various anecdotes. One recounts a man who, after failing to rise for night prayers, imposed a year long punishment of sleeplessness upon himself. Another story features a believer who subjected himself to the scorching heat as a reminder of the greater torment of hell, only to be comforted and praised by the Prophet Muhammad for his act of penitence. These examples, while extreme, illustrates the depth of remorse and length to which individuals have gone to rectify their souls. The essential aspect of disciplining the soul involves cultivating self restraint and engaging in reflective introspection. By pondering over one's actions and their consequences, believers can identify areas of weaknesses and implement measures to overcome them. This process encourages a mindset of continuous improvement where each act of discipline brings the soul closer to spiritual perfection. Disciplining the soul is a critical practice in the spiritual life as outlined by Ghazali. It requires a balanced approach of self awareness, punitive measures for transgressions, and a constant orientation towards divine pleasure. Through stories of devout individuals and practical guidance, Ghazali offers a comprehensive framework of soul discipline that aims at rectifying the soul's inclinations and fostering a life of piety and devotion. So, in summary, the key idea is if the soul lapses, we need to punish it, or we need to punish it so it can be better next time. And how do we punish it? We punish it by various forms, depending on what was the kind of transgression. And uh, the key theme is to deprive the soul of the pleasures that it wants so that it can correct itself. So that's all about it, about the fifth chapter, disciplining the soul. And in there are a couple of more chapters about the book remaining, but they will definitely add some value to whatever we have understood or whatever we have discussed up till now in this book. So till next time, have a good day. And this is Ahmed Bilal signing off.